सो जब भी पहले नहीं किया हो या पहले वाला किया हुआ भूल गए हो तो वापिस दोहराएंगे। क्या क्या होता है, जल्दी नहीं है ना कोई। एग्जाम तो देना नहीं है। हाँ? हालांकि एग्जाम देना बहुत अच्छी चीज है, पता है आपको। तो एग्जाम देने के बाद पता चलता है ना कि टीचर को पता नहीं चलता है आप कहाँ हो, आपको खुद पता चलता है आप कहाँ हो। हाँ, सो वी वर एट पुट क्रमांक द्वात्रिंशत्, पाठ क्रमांक एकादश अथ पृष्ठतस्ते। Quickly I will start with the beginning only. So yogi शुचौ देशे आसनं प्रतिष्ठापयति. Another thing, राकेश जी, आप न सिर्फ सुने, आप यू ऑल्सो स्पीक। जो जो टेक्स्ट है ना वो पढ़िए आप, उससे भी फायदा होता है। बिकॉज आप खुद पढ़ेंगे ना तो आपको ज्यादा 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 रहेगा, इट विल रिमेन। ओके, सो योगी शुचौ देशे आसनं प्रतिष्ठापयति. So here, as we did, we are going to recognize the vibhaktis of each word, right? So yogi, I told you prathama vibhakti because he is doing the action. Yogi pratisthapayati, मतलब योगी रखता है, योगी किसी चीज की प्रतिष्ठा करता है, किसी चीज को सही तरह से रखता है। तो योगी, सो ही इज डूइंग द एक्शन, सो योगी इज इन प्रथमा विभक्ति. व्हाट डज ही कीप, क्या रखता है वो? आसनम, राइट? आसनम शुचौ देशे, इन अ क्लीन प्लेस, राइट? In a clean place. So now here we have done, we have seen two things जो हमको अभी पता नहीं, we don't know what it is, right? In what vibhakti it is, we don't know at this point of time. That means an action is being done on asanam, right? So it is an object, कोई क्रिया की जा रही है आसन के ऊपर, वो रखा जा रहा है आसन, तो इसके ऊपर क्रिया हो रही है, there is some action being done on it, so we don't know what vibhakti it is, right? So it is an object जिसके ऊपर क्रिया हो रही है, राइट? वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट वाज, किसी चीज को ऑब्जेक्ट, व्हाई इज इट कॉल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट? डिड आई टेल यू व्हाई इज इट कॉल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट? Do you know that, when I tell you something which you don't want to do, then what do? You object, you stop, you prevent something, right? So why is this thing called an object? Object because it objects to your senses. When you see something, right? When you see something, light falls on it, and if it was not to object the light, if it was not to obstruct the light, you would not see it. That is why object, something which objects, something which stops your action, is object, right? So asanam here is object. Desh, shuchau deshe, I told you, in a clean place. What is it showing? Location, correct? So these two things we don't know what vibhakti it is. Okay, no problem, we'll do it later. Tat asanam na ati unnatam na va ati neecham bhavati, right? Now you are seeing the kriya padam bhavati, which we have done already. Asti bhavati, right? So that asana, that seat is not too high, not too low. Na ati unnatam, 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 right? uh, this word actually comes from ut, nata. This comes from ut, nata. This ut, the ut, the word ut is called it's a prefix. It's also called in Sanskrit it's called an upasarga, and it denotes height, denotes something which is high. Ut. The word, very nice word, uddana. You know what Uddana means? What does Uddana mean?
Fly.
To fly or flight. Right? This word comes from Ut and Dana. Right? Actually, Dana means to fly, and Ut is to fly high, so flight. Right? So this Ut upasarga denotes height, something that is high. So Udnatam is Utnatam. Right? It's some sandhi that takara becomes nakara. Na ati unnatam, na va ati reacham. Tasya upari, we have studied this already. Tasya upari, on top of it. Tasya upari, asanasya upari. Agreed? Asanasya upari. We are talking of asanam, no? So asanasya upari, tasya upari. Yogi kushan prasarayati. He spreads the kusha grass. Prasarayati. Right? Prasarayati. Spreads. Right? We know the word prasara, no? Kushanam upari, we know this already. Now we have to do from here, right? If I am not mistaken, correct? We have to begin
Yes.
from here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Kushanam upari, what is the vibhakti here? Kushanam.
60.
Shashti vibhakti bahuvachanam, is that right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Kushasya, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Kushayoho, kushanam. Right? So a lot of he has spread the kusha grass. So on top of the kusha grasses, you don't say that like that in English, but I'm deliberately taking it in Bahuvachanam. Kushanam upari, Krishna, Krishna, ajinam, ajinam, skin. Uh, Typically, ajinam means skin, but in this context, it is deer skin. In this context, it is deer skin. Ajinam is actually skin, right? So Krishna ajinam is dark deer skin. Krishna dark, no? Black. Krishna, the word Krishna means black, right? So Krishna ajinam sthapayati. He keeps on that. He keeps hide. You know what we earlier called it hide. You know the hide of a deer, right? Of a dark deer, of a black deer.
Sir,
Tatupari. Yes.
sir, why is it saying Krishna? Does it
Krush,
denote dark? Krishna, yeah.
Krishna. You mean the name Krishna?
Yeah.
Our Lord Krishna.
Yes.
He is black, you know. He's black.
Black.
He's
Why
dark
is it?
black.
Okay.
He was dark black. So he was called as Krishna because he was black. That's it. We try to see Krishna very fair and all that, you know, because somehow it doesn't agree with our psyche to have something nice can't be black, but here you
Yeah.
have something nice is black, right? So uh, very interesting, no? The word Krishna it comes from the Krush dhatu, uh, the Krush dhatu, which means to pull, right? From where you get the word akarshana. You use this word akarshana. In Hindi, you use akarshan,
Yes.
attraction. Right?
Yes.
So it comes from a plus krush. Right? So krush is to pull. You know, you have the kriya padam. You have the kriya padam karshati is to pull. You know, or to do farming is also called as
Krushi. Yeah.
krushi. You know, krushi comes from that only, from the karsh dhatu. Because what does the farmer do? He pulls the plow. No, he pulls the plow. So action of pulling is associated with krushi, right? It comes from the krush dhatu. Fine. So why is it associated with black? We know physics. All of us know physics, right? Why is an object black? Do you know why is it black? Why is an object black and why is something white?
Is it because it is under the ground, so it is black?
No, because it absorbs all the light. It
Light,
doesn't let
Oh,
any light.
light, yeah, absorption and
It doesn't
reflection.
let any light come out. It only pulls the light. It doesn't leave any light back. Right? So, see how the Krishna word has come out of this Krush to attract, right? And he's so what should I say? He's so attractive, no, that nothing comes out of him. You go
so
once gone in.
yeah.
Huh?
So if we have to say black in Sanskrit, we would say Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna. Don't
Okay.
we have Shukla Paksha and the Krishna Paksha?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yes.
Right? The bright half of the month, of the lunar month, is the Shukla Paksha and the Krishna Paksha. Right? Many other places. The name of Draupadi was actually Krishna. She was black. She was dark. She was Krishna. Draupadi is because she was the daughter of Drupad, so she was Draupadi. But her actual name was Krishna because she was dark. Okay. So Krishna Janam Stapayati. Here, do you see the Savarna Dirgha Sandhi here? Krishna Janam, Krishna Ajinam Stapayati. Right?
Hmm.
Tadupari, Tad Upari. Now here you have what we call as a compound word. Tat Upari. Right? This has been used in the form of a Pratipadikam. We know that Tad is the Pratipadikam, right? So tat upari will be what? Tasya upari. Tasya upari. Tasya upari. Tasya upari. What he has done? First asanam. Anantaram kushaha. Anantaram kushnajinam. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pratamam asanam bhavati. Tasya upari कुशाः भवन्ति कुशानाम् उपरि कृष्णाजिनम् अस्ति कृष्णाजिनस्य उपरि तत् उपरि वस्त्रं स्थापयति he keeps a cloth vastram stapayati. Clear? Here again, do you see that tadupari vastram stapayati? Stapayati is the kriya padam. He is placing what? Vastram. Vastram becomes the object. Clear? In this sentence, there is no subject. Subject is who? That yogi. Saha. Saha tadupari vastram stapayati. Clear? Now, what is the state of the seat? Idanim vastrasya adha krishnajinam asti. Agreed? Vastrasya adha, below the vastra, there is krishnajinam. Tasya adha kushaha bhavanti. Kushaha cha bhavanti. Good. So first vastram, then krishnajinam. Now he's going back other way around from top to bottom. Right? Yogi tasmin asane upavishati. Tasmin asane. We don't know. On this seat. On that seat, yogi sits. Right? So now see how many kriya padams you have done. Pratisthapayati, places. Bhavati. Prasarayati, spreads. Thapayati, again to place. Bhavanti, one more kriya padam. Right? Now you have got one more. Upavishati. 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 Do you observe something? Pratisthapayati, ending in ti. Correct, no? Bhavati, ending in ti. Correct? Prasarayati, ending in ti. Thapayati, ending in ti. Correct, no? Bhavanti, ending in ti. Upavishati, ending in ti. All agreed?
Yeah.
All ending in, all words ending in ti, right? These ti ending words are called ting anta. Okay, they are ending in ti, no?
Yeah.
What is this? Na, we'll see later. But they are all ending in ti, right? So you could have called them ti anta, but they are called as tinganta. So one short word for it is tinganta. And these tingantas are all verbs. Where all are verbs and they are called as tinganta. Just as what we said, the nouns are called as supanta. Correct? I told you this before. Sup anta, subanta, and here you have the tinganta. Fine. Upavishati is to sit. Upavishati is
Sorry, sir. Vidant words are verb and Subant words are what?
supanta. I told you that every noun or adjective has a root and it is called a pratipadikam. Correct? Remember, I told you every noun and adjective has to have a root, and that root is called a pratipadikam.
Yeah.
Right? So it can be said Rama, pratipadikam, akaranta pullinga, guru, ukaranta pullinga, nadi, ikaranta strilinga. Correct?
Hmm.
So these were all pratipadikams.
Hmm.
Correct? So all words, all nouns and adjectives in the Sanskrit language have to have a root. They are called pratipadikams. Now the pratipadikam itself is not usable. Right? So what you need to do is to a pratipadikam, you have to add a vibhakti pratyaya.
Hmm.
Something called a vibhakti pratyaya. That means to make it Prathama Vibhakti, Ditya Vibhakti, Tritiya Vibhakti, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, you have to add something to it, right?
Hmm.
And those pratyayas are called the sups. Those pratyayas are called
Okay.
sup. Okay, they're called sup. Fine. If you add the sup to the Pratipadikam, then you get the Dvivachanam, Ekavachanam, Bahuvachanam, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Vibhaktis. You get by adding these sups. Now tell me, what is the end of this word? What is the end of this word? Sup.
Okay. Okay.
Correct, no?
Hmm.
End of this word is sup, no? So it is sup anta. And with some sandhi, this becomes subanta. So when I say it is a subanta, that means it is a noun or an adjective. If I say it is a tinganta, then what is it? It is a verb.
Verb.
Hmm.
So there, very simple. This language is classified into nouns, adjectives on one side, and verbs on the other side. That's it. End. Finish. Only two classifications. So we
Hmm.
have a subanta or a tinganta.
Okay.
Here,
What
popularly,
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
popularly, what we call as tinganta are referred to as kriya padam. Correct? You must have done Hindi grammar, Marathi grammar. Then you must have heard kriya padam, right? A pada which shows you kriya. A word, a word which shows you action is a kriya padam, and that we call it tingantam, right? In Sanskrit we call it a tingantam. Uh, Much later you'll understand that why this word is really a misnomer. Kriya padam is not really right, right? So at this stage you understand it is showing some action. So we will call it tinganta, and nouns and adjectives we will call them subanta. Okay, good. Yes, you were asking something.
Yeah, I was asking what is the exact meaning of idanim? Idanim we have not come across before.
Idanim, now.
Okay.
Idanim, now. Very nice. Idanim, now. Right? Another word for now is adhuna. Another word, write it down. Adhuna also means now. Idanim, now. After this entire process is over, after he has kept everything, now
Okay.
below the cloth there is Krishna Janam. Below the Krishna Janam there is the Kusha grass, right? And then Yogin, Tasminasane, on that seat, the yogi sits. Tasminasane, yogi, upavishati. So Tasminasane is showing you location, correct? On that seat, showing you location, correct? Fine. So we studied here the object. We studied here two kinds of words. One is the object, and we have seen words which are showing you location.
Yeah, like Suchau Deshe. Suchau Deshe.
So they say in a clean place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suchau deshe. Correct? See,
Yes.
somehow, are you able to see, the similarity? Deshe.
A,
Right?
A is coming.
The A is coming. Asane. Correct? What other words? Asane. Correct? No? So you get this, somehow you're getting this Ekara here. Correct? Right? So this is showing you location. Fine. This is also showing you location. Okay, we'll see how it's showing location. Why this O has come here? Why not A? Right? O has come. We'll see why it is like that. Fine. Okay. Saha dishaha na avalokate. Now you are coming to another kind of a kriya padam. Avalokate. Right? Avalokate, to see. Right? Interestingly, avalokate is to see keenly. To see keenly, or what we say is to observe. Correct? We say observe. No? The difference between just to see and to see, observe. That means see keenly. Right? So this lokate. Right? So lokate is literally to see, and avalokate is to keenly see or observe. Here, good. So here you have something ending in te. Right? You have something ending in te, So you have got a kriya padam, a tingantam, which is ending in te. Fine. This te is a part of the ti and na. Right? There's a whole lot of pratyayas, the whole lot of suffixes which is there in this thing. Fine. The te is one of them. Te is in between somewhere here. Right? So everything between ti and na, when added, becomes a verb. And you have a new kind of a verb, lokate. So, saha na avalokate. He does not observe, or he does not keenly look. He does not keenly see any direction. Doesn't look here, doesn't look there, doesn't look there. He may be just seeing. I mean, his eyes may be open, but he is not keenly observing anything. Saha dishaha na avalokate. So you get the word dishaha. Fine. So now, what can you tell me about the vibhakti of dishaha? He does not see any direction. He does not look into any direction. He does not observe any direction. Is this an object?
In any direction?
No, no. He does not observe any direction.
Okay.
So this is an object.
Okay.
right? Now you will be confused. You'll say, why this is Dishaha? Is this an Akaranta Pullinga word? Is this an Akaranta Pullinga word Disha? Correct? No? Ramaha,
Yeah.
Krishnaha. Correct? So this is a Pratipadikam dish.
Okay.
The Pratipadikam of this word is dish. Fine? And it is in the form of an object. And it is in Bahuvachanam. It is in Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Fine? See, this you don't know at this stage. And moreover, this is a Halanta word. And we have said, promised that we are not going to do Halanta words, right? So just you accept what I'm saying. This is in Bahuvachanam. Directions. The directions. Right? You know the very famous word Digambara. You know what is Digambara? You have got the Shvetambara and Digambara. Na? The Jain saints are called Digambara. No? They don't wear any clothes on them. Right?
Yeah. Only the directions are worn as clothes.
They are Dikambara. That means the directions are their Ambara. Ambara is clothes. The 6 directions are their clothes. Right? So Dikambara. Fine. You get the word Dishaha, right? There are many, there are some prakriya with which this kakara comes in, instead of the shakara. The shakara changes into the kakara. Right? Anyway, so Dishaha na avalokate. He does not observe into any direction. He does not see keenly. Right? Interestingly, we say loka, no? The word loka. Lok, parlok, right? You see this word loka in Hindi, Marathi, everywhere you find the loka. Loka actually comes from this dhatu, lok dhatu, which is to see. That means that what you are seeing is loka. That which you are seeing is loka. Right? Vamataha, dakshinataha, purataha, पृष्ठतः वा अपि सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि, right? वा अपि दृष्टिं न प्रसारयति. वामतः to the left, दक्षिणतः to the right, पुरतः to the front, पृष्ठतः to the back. वा अपि दृष्टिं न प्रसारयति. Now do you see he does not spread his direction, he does not spread his sight. He does not spread his sight to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. He does not spread his sight into any of these directions. Fine. Vamatah, left to the left. Dakshinatah, puratah, prushtatah. Fine. He does not spread his sight. Drushtim. Is this an object? He does not spread his sight. Is it an object? Drushtim. Pratipadikam. Drushti. Ikaranta Strilinga Padam. We have done Ikaranta Strilinga Padam, right? Mati. We have done Mati, right? So Drushti is an Ikaranta Strilinga Padam. Fine. And it's in the form of an object. And therefore this becomes Drushtim. This is clear. Why this Anuswara? Manaha Sauyamya. Manaha Sauyamya Antah Vartamanam Atmanam eva dhyayati. Okay, you got here dhyayati, to concentrate, dhyayati, to study, to concentrate, right? Dhyayati. Is it ending in ti? Is it ending in ti? Is it a tingantam?
Yes, sir.
It is a verb. This is a verb. So he, what does he do? He concentrates on something. He studies something. Atmanam. Vartamanam. Atmanam. Eva dhyayati. Eva only. So he only concentrates on the present Atma. That means his present state of being. That is what is meditation. No? Meditation means what? You are only aware of your being. You are not aware of anything else. That is meditation, right? So what is the process of meditation? Sri Krishna is telling us. This is there in the 6th Adhyaya of the Bhagavad Gita. This is actually an excerpt from the 6th Adhyaya of the Bhagavad Gita. Then what is the process to meditate? Right? So what does he do? He is concentrating only on the Vartamanam Atmanam. Here, Pratipadikam here is Vartamana, and Pratipadikam here is Atman. Right? Nakaranta pullinga word, Atman. And both of these are objects. One is an adjective, other is a noun, and both are objects, right? And then what is manaha sauyamya? Having controlled the mind. Manaha sauyamya. Having controlled. Now tell me what vibhakti should be manaha then? Having controlled the mind. What vibhakti should be manaha?
Could be just the object.
Is it object? Very nice. It's an object. Correct? It is in Dvitiya vibhakti. Right? So interestingly, you have manaha looking like an akaranta pullinga word, right? But I told you the Pratipadikam is manas. Right? So don't go by its looks. Manaha looks like a Ramaha, but it's not the same. Right? Good. So manaha samyamya.
That's same as dishaha. Actually same as dishaha, right? Manaha dishaha.
Manaha, no. Manaha is in Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam, and dishaha is in Dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachanam.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah.
Right?
So, one second, sir. So Disha is also Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Dishaha also is Dvitiya vibhakti.
Okay.
If I was to, don't try to learn this. I'm just, because you are asking this question.
Just for my knowledge.
Don't learn this. I mean, don't pressurize yourself to learn it. Just this is Prathama vibhakti of dish, right? And Dvitiya vibhakti is disham, dishau, again dishaha. You get what I'm saying? This is Prathama vibhakti. This is Dvitiya vibhakti. Now you may ask me, you have got two dishaha here in Prathama as well as in Dvitiya.
Yeah.
Correct? So no. Two times dishaha coming, no? Not unique. Right? So how do I know it is in Dvitiya or in Prathama? By context.
Context, yeah, correct.
By looking at the Kriya Padam, I know. You get what I'm saying? By looking at the context, I know whether it is in Dvitiya or in Prathama. Here, Dishaha is not doing any action. Right? He only looks at a direction. Looks at a direction means what? It's doing the work of an object. And therefore, I conclude that this Disha is in Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. Right? Interestingly, this Dishaha comes in Sashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam and Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachanam also. So it comes 4 times. So the context becomes very important to understand the word. What becomes important? The Kriya Padam, the Tingantam, the verb. From the verb, you have to understand what is being said. Right? Okay. Have you understood this? Okay. Antaha, inside. Right? Where is that Vartamana Atma? Where is it? Where is that Vartamana Atma? It is Antaha. It is inside himself, no? It's not outside. It is inside himself. Right? So Antaha, inside. Have you understood this whole paragraph?
Just a couple of minutes. A couple of minutes if we can spend on Saumyamya. So this looks like a completely complex form. Having, you said having control.
I'll tell you. But see, we are going to do it in detail. Maybe another 100 pages later. But
okay.
But just to no. But having asked the questions, we must answer. Right? So Saumyamya, it is ending in a yakara, right? It's ending in a yakara, right? This is called a lyabant. So now, because you have got subanta is supanta, this is lyapanta. This is a lyapanta, correct? No, lyabanta. Just like supanta became subanta, lyapanta becomes lyabanta, right?
Yes.
And this means having done something like that, having controlled, right? So you have the upasarga sam and the dhatu yam. Yam means to control, right? You know that Lord of Death, what we call as Yama.
Yeah.
What is he doing? What is he doing? He's the universal control.
Okay.
Tomorrow Yama comes to you and says, "No, come on." Have you any choice?
Yeah.
No choice. That means he has got the full control over you. So he's called as Yamaha. In English, in Hindi, already we say as Lord of Death is Yama, right? So it comes from Yam, which means to control. Right?
Okay.
Interestingly, he's the Lord of Justice. That is. See, who can give justice? One who has control only can give justice, no? Suppose you go to a judge and he has no control over you, then what justice he will give you? Right? So the word yam is to control. And sam is, to properly do anything, is sam. So the sam upasarga, just like the ut upasarga showed you going high or height, the sam upasarga indicates, doing something properly or, completely. Right? So whenever you now come across words in the Hindi language or Marathi language with the sam, try to see if that completeness or doing something properly is there. Try to see, carefully observe. Samvidhana. Samvidhana, no? You know what our constitution is called the Samvidhana, no? Right? Must have heard of this word, Samvidhana. So what? It is the complete vidhana. It's a complete vidhana. Vidhana, set of rules. Vidhana. So it's a complete samvidhana. Right? So this sam upasarga shows you completeness or something properly done is the meaning of this sam. Even in this language, the name of this language, you have got sam kritam, and that sakara gets added, because with some rule, and therefore you have sanskritam. Right? So you got some in our sanskritam also. Okay. Yes. Pallaviji, read Avadheyam.
Sir, before that, I wanted to understand that if we have to translate this entire sentence, would it mean having controlled the mind, he is inside his present being,
No, no. Does it so show? Does it give you the meaning of is? He says dhyayati.
concentrating. Okay, okay.
Concentrates on the inside present being. Where is that present? Where is that present being of his? Is it without or within?
Within.
In. So antaha vartamanam atmanam. Right? He see the what do we call as meditation? I don't know whether you must have heard so many people talking about meditation. Meditation is nothing but ridding yourself of all thoughts and only thinking of the present state of being.
Hmm.
Only on the present state of being. That is what he is doing. His own present state of being, not your present state of being, not his present state of being, his own present state of being.
So
Yes?
where in the sentence do we see his? Like by which word we can make out that he's talking about his?
His own, no? That Atman. The word Atman means the self.
Okay.
Atma Vishwasa. The word Atma
Self.
is
Okay.
Vishwasa or your Vishwasa.
Mine.
So this Atma also does not, it means that Atma, that Atma, which is all, which is present in everybody is the Atma, right? Supposed to be, I don't know. Present in everybody, the Atma, that is one meaning, that is the soul, right? And also means self.
Yeah, but sir, having said that, you could always add a yogi to the sentence, right? See, that yogi is it's understood, but not necessary, right? You can always add a yogi.
Yes. In the context, we understand because there is no karta in the sentence. As you rightly pointed out, there is no karta in this sentence. Is there a karta in the sentence? Not there. Is there
No,
an
it's understood. Yeah, it's
It's
understood.
understood. And in the Sanskrit language, it's pretty normal to knock off the karta, because in the context we have understood that they are talking about the yogi. Right?
Yeah,
It could have been yogi,
that's what I thought. Yeah.
or it can be saha dhyayati. Right?
Yes, that is what I was trying to understand. That if we read this sentence in isolation without any context, then how do we make out that it's talking about his? That was my original question.
Very nice question. Very nice question. In the Sanskrit language, the Kriyapadam, the Tigantam, right? This T, we are very soon going to study about verbs. It almost negates the need for a karta.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? The Kriyapadam itself sort of shows who is the karta. You get what I'm saying? For example, I can say Dhavati, right? And I know that this is going to be the some person, Saha,
Running. Yeah.
Ashwaha. Only if I specifically want to say who is running, then I will say this. If I have already talked about somebody and then I say only Dhavati, then it is as good as understood that thing is running, whatever I have talked about before. But if I want to specifically say, just as you said, that a sentence in isolation, then I will say Ashwaha Dhavati.
Okay.
Right? Or
So
if I want to say, if I say, for example, Dhavami,
going to run.
Dhavami, we are going to study this. If I say Dhavami, then only one and only one possibility exists, aham.
Okay.
No possibility of adding anything else here. So
Okay.
do I need aham? Do I need aham? Is there any element of doubt if I say dhamami, pathami,
No.
karo, right? If I say this, if I say dhamami, pathami, thapayami, is there any element of doubt that who is doing this action?
No, it should be I only.
So do you need it?
No.
You don't even need it. Right?
Okay. So if this sentence would have been without any previous paragraph or sentences, then maybe
You have to say
then
yoga.
had to add a karta here, but
Yes,
not
you
right
have to
now.
add,
Okay.
because it's not known whom are you talking about.
Hmm. Okay.
Any
Thank
other
you.
question? Anything relating to this paragraph?
No, sir, not right now.
Fine. Shall we go ahead? Okay. Avadeyam. Yes, read Parul. How is I said Parul? Sorry.
Pallavi. अवधेयं पुरतः पृष्ठतः दक्षिणतः वामतः उपरि अधः अन्तः इत्येतेषां योगे षष्ठी विभक्तिः प्रयुज्यते.
So what they are trying to tell you? They are giving you a list of words. Puratah, Prushtataha, Dakshinataha, Vamataha, Upari, Adaha, Antaha. All the meanings we know of these. Iti, etesham, yoge. Iti etesham. Sandhi. Sandhi. What Sandhi? Iti etesham.
Yan Sandhi.
Yad Sandhi. Very nice. Right? Yoge. Shashti vibhakti prayujyate. So the iti, the word iti is like, the quotes in the English language. Right? So they have given you a list of words, right? So they have put it in the quotes. Purataha, Pushtataha, Dakshinataha, Vamataha, Upari, Adaha, Antaha, in quotes. Right? Etesham yoge, etesham, etesham, etad, shashti vibhakti bahuvachanam, no? Right? Along with etesham yoge, with the use of these, shashti vibhakti is used. Fine. Yes. Let's read further. Rakesh Mahodaya,
हाँ जी.
next, Abhyasaha. Read.
Which one? अध्याय.
Yes, Abhyasaha. The first question. What is the first question? Please read.
गीतायाः पश्चाध्यायस्य दाः
Okay. Dashama, Ashtadasha.
दशमा
Ashtadasha.
एकादश श्लोकान्
Ashtadasha.
उच्चैः पठत.
Uchaihi shlokan. Uchaihi pathata. Right? So we are going to see the 6th adhyaya, shlokas 10 to 18. Do you have the Bhagavad Gita ready with you?
Yes.
Okay. So read the shloka. Chapter, no, this paragraph on top has been taken out of the 6th adhyaya, I told you, right? Right? So now we are going to read where it is taken out from. Fine?
विस्तरेणात्मनो योगम विभूति.
No. Sixth adhyaya. 10th shloka of the 6th adhyaya.
Okay. Yes. Yogi Ujit
Yunjita.
Yujita Satat Matmanan Rami Siddhar Ekaki Yat Chitatmat Nirashir Parigraha.
Very nice. Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah ekaki yatachittatma nirashira parigraha. right? Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah, right? Ekaki yata chitta atma nirashihi aparigraha. So he's talking about the yogi, right? So yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah. So you see here what he does, yunjita, the yogi uh, uh, concentrates on the atma rahasi sthitah, which is secretly placed in hidden, secret. No, I don't know your atma and you don't know mine, so it is in secrecy, so rahasi sthitah. Ekaki is alone. Ekaki. Yata chitta atma. Uh, Very complicated word to understand at this stage, but it means the one whose mind is constantly trying to meditate, right? Yata chitta atma nirashihi nir ashihi nir ashihi, without desire. Nirashihi, he is without desire, right? And he is also a parigraha. A parigraha means without any possessions. Parigraha, the word parigraha means possession. All those things that you have, no, are parigraha. So he is a parigraha. He has no possessions. He has nothing with him. Clear? A very, very interesting word, parigraha. Pari and the graha, right? This pari, I told you of upasarga ut today, right? Which shows high. I also talked of the one more upasarga I talked about, right? One more upasarga I talked about was which one? I spoke of our, no, not our, I didn't.
No.
I talked of one more upasarga. Some.
Some. Yeah.
Correct? In this chapter, we have got other upasargas also. For example, now we are doing pari. So pari shows, the surrounding.
Yeah.
Something surrounding or encircling, right? What do you do? What do you go to a temple and do? You do parikrama, no?
Parikrama. Yeah.
What do you do? Parikrama means what? You circumambulate the temple, right? Right? Or we say that the earth, the moon is doing paribhramanam of the earth, right? The pari gives an idea of surrounding or going around something, right? And graha is catching, pakadna, grahan karna, right? So parigraha is all those things around you which you have caught. That's what you have done, right? Gadi pakdi, ghar pakda, isko pakda, usko pakda, sab, and made them yours. So they are all parigraha. So now this guy has not caught anything around him. So he is a pari.
Parivara.
Yes.
Parivara is also from there. Parivara.
Like very nice parivara, right? The parivara is it comes from the vru dhatu, which means to choose. So what have you done? Parivara means what? You have picked up people, no, around you. That is your parivara, not necessarily your family. You go out, you do your, you get into work, and then you have a parivara. That means what? Pick people around you. So pari again, pari. Right?
Yeah.
So parigraha, he is a parigraha. He is one without attachments. or rather I'll call it possessions. He's without possessions. Without possessions. He's a parigraha. Clear? Shloka is clear?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Yes. Why don't you read the next one? 11.
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
Very nice.
नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्.
So do you see the exactly same concept? Shuchau deshe pratishthapi. Even the word is the same.
Yeah.
Shuchau deshe pratisthapya. Right? Now he doesn't use the word pratisthapayati. This guy, our person who wrote this paragraph, has written pratisthapayati. So here, having placed the asana in a, we did the saumyamya. You see here pratisthapya, also a lyabandha, right? So having placed, just like we said, having controlled, having placed in a cool place, in a clean place, thiram asanam, thiram asanam atmanah, his own. See here, this is not talking of Atma, it is talking of self, of himself, right? His own asana, having placed in a clean place. Sthiram asanam. Sthiram. The asanam should not, be shaky. It should be sthira. You get what I'm saying? It should be in a fixed, firm place. Asanam should not be moving. Clear? Na ati ut. I'm deliberately splitting the sandhis for you. Huh? Utshritam. See, he has used another word for ati unnatam. Right? He's used another word, atyutshritam. Using the sandhi, this word gets completely distorted, Is this the way you are seeing it in your books?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Atyutshritam. Right? So the breakup is this. Ati ut shritam means ati unnatam. Clear? It means atyunnatam, ati utshritam is ati unnatam. Another word. This is too complicated, So they have used ati unnatam. Na ati nicham. Right? Do you have Savarna Dirgha Sandhi here? Sorry, not here. Here. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Nati nicham. Right? Chailajina is different used, different word for the deer skin. Chailajina, Chaila Ajina. Right? Kushottaram, Kusha Uttaram. Right? Kushottaram. Right? On top of the Kusha, the Chailajina is there. Right? That's what he has talked about, no, in this paragraph. Fine. Exactly picked up from the paragraph. Of course, he has changed the words to make it little easier for us, Right? Ati nicham, he uses the same word, but here he doesn't use the same word. Fine. Shall we go ahead? Okay. Any question? Yes. Pravi, read next one.
Sir, I don't have the Gita.
Come again?
I don't have the Gita with me.
Oh, wait a minute. I will send you the. Give me just one moment. Just give me one moment. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Tatraikagram manah krutva yat chitte no yat chittendriya kriyah upavishayasane yunjya योग योगमात्मा विशुद्धये.
Okay. तत्र एकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यतचित्तेन्द्रक्रियः उपविश्यासने युञ्ज्यात् sorry यत उपविशासने युञ्ज्यात् योगम् आत्मविशुद्धये. Yogam Atma Vishuddhai. I'll split the sandhis for you. Yata Chitta Indriya Kriyaha. Right? Upavishya Asane Yunjyat Yogam Atma Vishuddhaye. Okay. Tatra Ekagram. See, here you are seeing a formation in Sanskrit, which is, having done, having controlled, having sat, right? So, krutva, having done. What did he do? Having made his mind, concentrated, ekagra, right? Ekagrata, ekagrata, you only concentrate on one thing. So, having made his mind ekagra, that means, having made his mind pointed. That means what? Concentrating only on one thing, right? Yata, chitta, indriya, kriyaha. What has he done? He has controlled his chitta and his indriya. Indriya. He has controlled his mind and his indriya. That kind of a person is yata chittendra kriyaha. Very complicated word, but yata chittendra kriyaha is who? The one who has controlled his mind and the one who has controlled his indriya, right? Having sat, upavishya, the labantam we did. Does it end in the yakara? Right? Upavishya, asane, on the seat. Correct, no? Having sat on the seat, right? What does he do? He does yoga. Right? He does yoga for what purpose? For Atma Vishuddhi, for the sake of self purification. This word is for Atma Vishuddhi. Everybody knows what is Shuddhi, purification, right? So Atma Vishuddhi, for the sake of Atma Vishuddhi. So this is some other vibhakti altogether. So we'll do it later. So for the sake of Atma Vishuddhi, what does he do? He does yoga. Okay, put it like this. After having sat on that seat, right? And what has he done? What kind of a person he is? He has concentrated his mind, right? He has concentrated his mind at one place. He has controlled his mind and his indriya, his senses. That kind of a person he is. Fine? Good? Yes. Any question? Good so far?
Yes.
Yes. Rakesh ji, next one, 6th, 13.
Sayam Kaishra
Tamam.
Tamam Kaishra शिरोग्रीवं धारयन्त्रञ्चलं स्थिरः सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिश्वाञ्चलोकयन्
समं काय शिरोग्रीवं धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः संप्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन्. Right? We'll split. Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan achalam sthiraha. What a beautiful language, which can convey such a lot of things with such short. Samprekshya nasika agram swam or dishaha cha an ava lokayan. Are you seeing the same words which are there in the paragraph? Some of the words are same. Dishaha, avaloka, right? Correct. So samam kaya shiro grivam. Kaya body, shira head, grivam throat. So what does he do? He holds the body, throat, and the head in one line. Doesn't sit like this. He sits straight, right, in one line. Right? Kaya shiro grivam samam dharayan achalam, without moving, doesn't keep moving. Sthiraha, right? He's sthiraha, and he doesn't move his body, right? Samprekshya, you see some, I told you the sam upasarga. So samprekshya, having looked, this yakara, the Lyabanta yakara, having looked properly, at the nasikagram. Nasikagram, tip of the nose. Right? Kiska? His own. Swam nasikagram. Not somebody else's tip of the nose. His own tip of the nose. Clear? His own nose ka tip ko dekhkar, having concentrated on the tip of the nose, he does not look in any direction. Dishaha cha annavalokayan. Not having looked into any direction. Not looking at any other direction. Is it a little, has this paragraph simplified this sloka for you? This paragraph?
Yes.
Correct? Otherwise, if you read this sloka, you would probably would not know what it means. But this paragraph has simplified it for us. Right? An avalokayan. Another upasarga, ava. Ava. The ava upasarga. So today we talked about ut, sam, pari, I already spoke about. We did also upa bishati, right? Upa shows closeness. Upa shows closeness. What is upanagara? What is upanagara? What is upanagara? Suburb, no, suburb.
Yeah,
Suburb. I'll be able to split it for you nicely. Suburb, right? Upa, right? You know what is upanayana? The spectacles is upanayana. Closest to your eye is your spectacle, no? So upanayana, right? Upanayana is the spectacles is called upanayana. Many other words you will find with upa, right? And then we now did ava. Ava shows, something which from its very roots, from its very base, from its very, something which is very, very low, right? Something which is very, very low is ava. So when you say avalokate, means you are seeing something in its essence, going into deep into it. So observe. Lokate, I told you, was only to see, but ava gives you the sense of going deep into something. Right? Very famous, nice word. Everybody knows avatar. Avatar, you know, no? That Krishna avatar, Rama avatar. Avatar means what? Something which came to the very bottom. ऊपर से नीचे आ गया. Avatar. Right? Ava gives the sense of depth, detail. Fine. So I have done 6 upasargas with you. Correct. So wherever you come across these words, try to relate to what I'm saying. Yes. Shall we go further? Yes. Kandanji padhiye. Next one. 14.
प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभीर् ब्रह्मचारी व्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्त आसीत मत्परः.
Very nice. Prashantatma vigatabhihi brahmachari vrate stitah manas samyamya machitto yukta asita matparah. Prashant atma vigatabhihi brahmachari vrate stitah manas संयम्य मनः संयम्य same word, correct? मच्चित्तः युक्तः आसीत मत्परः. So Prashanta Atma, he is a Prashanta Atma. That means his self is Prashant, calm, right? We gata bhihi, the fear has gone from him. No fear. The bhihi is gone away. The fear has gone away. The bhaya has gone away. Vigata bhihi vrate, in the brahmachari vrata, in celibacy. Brahmachari vrate stitah manaha sauyamya, having controlled his mind. Machittaha, that means Krishna is saying it, no? So Machittaha is the one who has put his mind into me. Machittaha, the one who has put his mind into me. Yuktaha, asita, yuktaha, he is already, joined into him, into the Lord, right? Asita would sit mat paraha. That means he's beyond me also. He's in a completely different state. Mat paraha. Fine. That is the state of this yogi when he is doing meditation. Fine. Yes, Pallavi, next one. I'll send you a photograph. Wait.
Thank you, sir. I will get this couriered shortly because I'm going to stay here for a month and a half. So I'll get the Gita couriered to me.
No, don't do that. What is the internet meant for?
Okay, so is there a PDF somewhere which I can download? Then I can use that in for the classes.
You can get Bhagavad Gita in hundreds of websites.
Okay, let me download them.
Not one or two, hundreds. I'll send you one.
Okay,
Right?
thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, read.
So, but you haven't. Oh, you have just said. Okay.
I've sent one.
Yeah. Just saw that. Yeah. Yunjanilvam sadatmanam yogi niyat manasah shantim nivan paramam mat sanstha madhikachati.
Mat samstham.
Adhigachati.
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 Tham
Okay, there is a
adhigachati.
sandhi here. Yeah.
Right? Yunjannevam
Matsam.
sadatmanam yogi niyatamanasah shantim nirvanam paramam mat samstham adhigachati. So
Okay.
yunjannevam
Samstha.
sadatmanam yogi niyatamanasah shantim nirvana paramam mat samstham adhigachati. So Yunjan eva sadatmanam. So he is constantly doing the yoga, right? Niyata manasaha, the one who has controlled his mind. What kind of a person he is? He is niyata manasaha. This yogi is niyata manasa. That means the one who has controlled his mind, right? Shantim nirvana parama. So what kind of a shanti? It is, we say the nirvana, gets nirvana, Mahavira got nirvana, Buddha got nirvana, right? So he gets, he becomes realized, he gets peace, right? And he understands Krishna. Mat samstham adhigachati. He realizes. Adhigachati, realizes. Tinganta, correct? Do you see the ending in Tikti? So Tinganta, verb, right? So he understands Lord Krishna. He gets that kind of peace, that nirvana kind of peace, absolute peace. All right? Fine.
So
I think we'll
this
do the next one.
Atmanam, sir, this Atmanam.
Atmanam Yunjan. That means is this Yunjan. Everywhere you get this word Yuj. Okay, this comes from the dhatu Yuj. Yuj literally means to join. Okay, all these words of yoga means what? Joint. This yoga. Everywhere you find this yuj, wherever you find this yunjan. Yunjan means, to literally means to join. But here it means, meditating on oneself. Right? Atmanam yunjan, meditating on oneself, that way.
So Atmanam here is self, right? It is not Krishna's.
Self.
It is not Krishna. It's about yoga.
No, not Krishna. That person.
Okay.
Himself, meditating on himself.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right? This means the self.
Okay, sir.
Self with respect to the person who is doing this kriya.
Okay.
Whoever is doing this action, that self, that person.
Sure.
Yeah, not Krishna. He doesn't say he doesn't say meditate on me. No. See how the difference is. He doesn't say meditate on Krishna. He says meditate on yourself.
Correct. Understood.
This yogi, he's meditating on himself. He is joining with his own inner self. There is no Krishna there.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have time for one more? No. Okay. We'll stop here because this will take there's a lot of things in it and all that. But very nice shloka. We'll start next time. Any questions so far? Any questions up to now? Any doubt? Any questions? Is this paragraph not very nicely explaining the these more or less complicated shlokas, you know, right?
Only
Okay.
one word's meaning I wanted. Last time I missed it. What
Yes,
is
tell
it?
me.
Utsanna means what, sir? Utsanna.
Utsanna means, you know, that which is run over, which is overcome.
Okay.
Sanna Kuladharma is, you know, the Kuladharma is sort of trampled, is run over,
So you said transgressed, right? That is what you said.
transgressed.
No, I didn't understand.
Yeah. It's you are talking about Utsanna Kuladharmanam, Manushyanam, Janardana, you know, that one, no?
Yes.
So
Yes. Sir.
Utsanna Kuladharma. That means the Kuladharma which is transgressed, which is violated.
Understood.
Right? Utsanna Kuladharma.
Thank
Right?
you.
So here it means Utsanna Kuladharmanam means those people who have transgressed their Kuladharma.
Correct.
Clear?
Correct.
Fine. Okay, shall we stop then? Yeah.
Yes.
Namo Namaha. Shubhadinam.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namo Namaha.